ever wondered why someone would give up everything, money, marriage, even personal freedom, to live in a monastery or a convent? Let's talk about it. It may sound extreme, but for those who say yes to this calling, it's not about escaping the world. It's about loving God in the deepest, most devoted way possible. Religious life is a way of totally dedicating yourself to God. Monks, nuns, and religious brothers or sisters live by three powerful promises called the evangelical counsels. Poverty, where they give up personal wealth, live simply and depend on God. Number 2, chastity, they choose not to marry, offering their hearts completely to Christ. And number 3, obedience, where they follow God's will through the guidance of their community. It's not an easy life, but it's one of purpose, of peace, and of prayer. There are actually many different forms of religious life. Some are monastic, like Benedictines or Trappists. These are people who live in silence, pray several times a day, and work with their hands. Their whole life revolves around prayer and community. Others are active or apostolic, like the Jesuits or the Sisters of Charity. They teach, they serve the poor, they work in hospitals, and they even run schools, bringing Christ's love into the world through action. And then there are contemplative communities, nuns and monks who live hidden lives of prayer and of fasting for the salvation of their souls. Might never leave their monastery, yet their prayers reach across the world and the globe. So why do people choose this path or this kind of life? For some, it starts with a deep restlessness, an ache that they simply cannot fill without God. They feel called to give everything back to Him. Others are drawn by a desire for simplicity, or a passion of service, or a longing to just belong to something bigger than themselves. In a world that says we constantly need more, they choose a life that says God is enough. And that is what makes religious life so countercultural. People often think that monks and nuns are completely cut off from the world. But the truth is they're deeply connected. Contemplative prayers pray for the world every single day. Apostolic orders are out in the streets, teaching and feeding and healing, and through their silence or their service, they remind us of something that the world so often forgets, that we were made for more than comfort. We were made for communion with God. So no, being a monk or a nun is not running away from life. It's about diving deeper into it. It's about saying, Lord, take my whole entire life and make it yours. Even if you're not called to a monastery, you can all learn from their witness. Live with simplicity, to listen for God's voice, to love without holding anything back. Because the goal of every Christian life, monk, nun, or layperson, is the exact same. And that is the goal of becoming a saint. Thank you for listening. I hope this is able to teach you about monks, nuns, and just religious people in general, and I hope you all have a blessed day.